Yes, hi everyone. I hope I'm audible, right? Just give me the confirmation. Yes. Just give me a second. Let me open the chat box. Yes. Okay. So, hello everyone. I welcome you to day two of C++ Bootcamp, right? So, before we get started, right, we'll be allocating 5 to 10 minutes for the doubt session. So if you have any kind of doubts, you can just ask me, right, and we will clear those. After that, we'll be proceeding further to the to today's class. All right. Yes. Hello, Ankum Hera. Hello. Yes. So any doubts from the previous day, like we did how to we I hope everyone now has set up the environment, right, the coding environment. Everyone has downloaded MinGW compiler. All right. And also with that, just give me a second. Yes. Okay. So I hope, yeah, I was saying that I hope everyone has now downloaded VS Code. Everyone has downloaded the MinGW compiler. Okay. Plus, we all have yesterday we all did how to write the first program, right? That was uh, that was hello world, right? So any doubts, you can just let me know. I'll be catering to the doubts for the first 5 minutes, and then we'll proceed further. All right. Yes. Hello Satyajit. Hello Akash official. All right. So okay, any doubts, guys? Please let me know in the chat box if there are. Otherwise, let's get started and let's just move ahead, right? Yeah. Chalo. Okay. So not JavaScript. Yeah. C++. Right. So I hope everyone has also downloaded the extensions that I told you yesterday, right? Where did I do that? Did I do it here somewhere? Just give me a second. Okay. Right. So here it is, right? This is what we did yesterday. We covered some basic syntax. uh, I have downloaded 3 of them. That's very great, Zaid Ali, right? Okay. So yeah, I have downloaded. I said I have downloaded it on my laptop, VS Code and PyCharm, but still it's not working. So Akash, can you let me know what exactly is the issue that you're facing, right? So you just have to download it. You just have to download VS Code and that's it, right? And BGW compiler, right? Make sure that the environment is properly set up, right? The environment has not been properly set up, it will give errors, right? It will not run. That's the whole point of setting up an environment, right? So okay, so please provide extension name. So extension name I provided yesterday. I hope I must have written it somewhere here, or if not, okay. If not, okay, I'll just open VS Code and I'll just let you know, right, in some time. So I'll let you know now only, because since I've already opened VS Code. So if you click here on the extensions, right, just type in C++. All right. Okay. So the first extension that you have is uh, yeah. So the first extension that you have is this one. It's called Better C++ Syntax, right? Please note it down. I think yesterday I gave the link also of all the 3 extensions. All right. Then I gave this one, C+C/C++. It will help you to run the code, obviously, right? And the last one was this one, extension pack. You can just download this and also this one if you want, right? This one is optional, but if you want, you can download C++ extension as well, and also C++ themes. It will just provide you a basic theme to write code on. That's it. All right, so these two extensions and you'll be good to go. All right, ठीक है. चलो ठीक है. Since I hope I'm just assuming that there are no doubts, all right, so I'm just moving further. So the topics that we will be covering today, uh, first of all, we'll be starting off with variables, right? So just let me just open the Excel drawer. Yep, here it is. And uh, yes, perfect. ठीक. All right, so I have variables, right? Variables. Okay, I think I need to increase the font size as well. चलो ठीक है. So variables, right? So right, I think we all have variables in C++. We have variables in Java. We also have variables in JavaScript, right? So I hope everyone knows what variables are, right? So I'll just give a quick introduction of what are variables. So variables are containers, basically, right? You can call them containers, you can call them buckets. It's up to you, right? It's just a definition, right? Variables are containers that store some kind, or yeah, some kind of information, right? That is to be used in the execution of the program, right? So okay, I'll just let you know. So what are variables, right? They are just type of a containers. You can just assume it to be a container, right? Which can store some kind of information that needs to be executed by the program. Okay, so what do I exactly mean by execution? So let's suppose you just have a variable, right? You have a you have, let's suppose you have two variables, right? Let's suppose you want to add two numbers, right? So in that case, right, you have to store those two numbers somewhere in order to add them, right? So let's suppose I store a variable here, and I store a variable here, right? So these variables I need to store somewhere, right? I need to have the access to them so that I can add, I can multiply, I can divide, I can perform some execution part to them. So for that we need variables, right? So I can name it. Let's suppose I name this variable A, right? And I kind of name this variable B right here. All right, so this is variable A and this is variable B. All right, so right, so as I told you, they are containers, right? So I'll just store it here somewhere, because as I told you, they are inside containers because they have the access to the memory, right? And also a very important part here is that, okay, as I told you, variables are they just eat up your memory. They, because again, it's kind of a storage, right? So they store something, and in order to store something, you need storage. If you cannot just store something without having any storage devices. Okay, all right, so okay, so how do we declare variables? Okay, so yes, how do we declare variables? Okay, as you know that C++ is a strictly typed language, right? What do I mean by strictly typed language? So C++ is a strictly typed language. Yeah. Now, what do I even mean by strictly typed language? It's just that, let's suppose you want to store an integer value, an integer variable, right? What's an integer variable? A number. Let's suppose you want to store any number, right? You have to specify. You have to mention that what exactly is your data type. Let's suppose I want to store a number, right? For that, we have a data type as int, right? And then comes the name of your variable. Let's suppose I'm giving the name of my variable as A, right? Int A equals to 9. All right, so this is how you store a variable. Let's suppose again you want to store a character, right? For storing a character, you have a data type that's called as char, and you can just name it. Let's suppose I'm naming it B, and I can store any character in that. Okay, any character in that. Okay, similarly, acha, it's not that we cannot store. It's not that I cannot have this, right? I cannot have this. I can have this, but in this case, right? Because I told you it will only store integer variables, right? Now this value, right? A will have corresponding, an integer value to it, right? And chalo, this is very important in terms of interviews as well, and this is asked most of the time. So what will happen in that case? What will happen in this case, right? So in this case, right, which case I'm talking about specifically, this case, this one. So I'll just mark an arrow right here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. So in this case, right, it will not give any error, right? It will not give any error. And what will happen in that case, in this case, right? So it will automatically take the numerical as sky value, right? As sky value assigned to it, right? So we have something called as an sky values, right? We have something called as an sky value, right? So what are sky values? So in C++, in Java, right, in JavaScript also, we have something called as char, but let's just leave JavaScript aside for now. In C++ specifically, we have a thing called as an sky value, right? So sky value is the value that is given, that corresponds to a particular character value. Okay. So in this case, let's suppose a has been given a value of 97, right? So if you do this, if you do int c equals to a, and if you try to print the value of a, if you try to print the value of c, it will not give a, right? Because again, it's an integer, so it will convert this a into its corresponding integer type, corresponding number type, and that is 97 here, right? And it will, so the output will be 97 in this case. So in order to learn more about sky values, just head on to this website, right? Sky values. This is the official link of CMU, right? Calgary Mellon University, that is. And this here, right, you can see. So let's suppose I have character a. Where is a? Yeah, here. So in this case, a character a has a corresponding value of 97, right? That is the sky value of a. If you try to print the value of integers in of character in an integer, this will happen in that case, right? So it is so should you learn this sky value? No, you should not, right? Just learn some basics. So I've just learned two things. Okay, so I just know that 65 is for capital A and 97 is for small a, right? So let's suppose I need to find the sky value of capital D, right? I'll just add 60, I'll just add 4 to I'll just add 3 to 65, right? Because it is continuous. So if you just learn this as the 65 sky value, right, the rest are in continuous form. So a is for 65, b is for 66, c is for 67, and so on, right? And similarly, you also have similarly is the case with a, right? Small a has a value of 97, b has the value of 98, and so on, and things like that. All right, so please take this reference. I am just attaching this link in the description box, right? Also maybe the mods will send it out across, but if not, you can just head over to this website and uh, just get the reference for that. Okay, so okay, let's just quickly come to the VS Code, and let's just see the output that we get, right? So here it is. Yes, okay. So let me just remove out this part, and let me just declare variables, right? I told you how to declare variables. You just type in the name, type in the data type. Let's suppose I want to store an int variable, and let's suppose I want to have int a as 10, right? And let's suppose I want to have int b as, let's suppose, 20, right? And another variable int c, that is the addition of those two variables. So let's suppose int c equals to a plus b, right? And I told you yesterday, right, what do we acha, can anyone let me know in the chat box what is the keyword that we write to print out anything in the console? Anyone? Yes, anyone? What do we use to, yes, exactly, said by Zaid and Aditi. And Tesla, okay, that's a that's a unique name, Tesla, right? Okay, so we use C out for that, right? So if I do C out C, right, and if I try to run the code, right, if I try to run the code, I will get 30 as an output, right? So yes, here it is. I got 30 as an output, right? Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, and let's suppose I have let's suppose in b, in int b, I have let's suppose A, or no, not A, let's suppose I have C, ठीक है? Yes, let's suppose I have C here, and I'm just trying to print out B, ठीक है? Now, what do you think will be the output in this one, right? Anyone can let me know what will be the output for this one without just referring to the sky table. I think the mods have already given out the sky values, sky table, right? Uh, okay, nine. Okay, 99. Zedali says 99. Anku Mishra says 99. Shivam says 67. Chalo, ठीक है. Acha, let me just again head over to the sky values that I give you. I think you already have the link in the chat box. All right. Now let's just see here, right? So I told you what will the value of C, right? Now let's see where C is, right? Let's see where C is. So C is somewhere here, right? And I told you, right, you do not need to learn all these values. Just remember that small a has an SKY value of 97 and capital A has a value of 65, right? So we need C, right? Just add three, or not three, A, B, and C. Just add 2 to 97, right? You just get 99, as said by most of you. Zoom in your screen. Okay, right? Is it fine now? Okay. So I think I'm sure that the value of C will be uh, uh, 99, right? So let me just see, and let me just print out, and let's just see what are we getting. Right, again we are getting 19. So did you saw here, right? What just happened here? I tried to print out B, right? B has had a value of C initially to it, but it is giving a value of 99 just because of its sky value. Acha. With that being said, just tell me what will happen here. Let's suppose I do char C equals to let's suppose R, and if I try to just print out C, right? What will happen in this case, or what will be the output in this case, right? Just for your reference, the sky value of C here is uh, R here is R. We have 114, right? So just let me know what will be the answer here and why. Sir, zoom in a VS Code screen. Is it still not good? Okay, I'll try to zoom it more. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think now it should be fine. Okay. So my question here is, what will be the answer if I try to print out C here? Anyone? Anyone? Any answers? Okay, Zaid Ali says R. What about others? R. Okay, most of you are saying R. But what? But why is the but why will the SK value will not be printed here? Because I told you, right, SK value of R is 114. Then why is that the SK value will not be printed? R, because it is a character. Exactly said, Bhatti, right? Will have an answer as R because, as I told you, right, C++ is strictly type. In this case, it will sense that okay, this is a character, and hence we will get the answer here as a character. So if I just try to run the code, I think I have some error. Just give me a second. Yes. All right. Let me just save it. Right now, let's just run it. Yeah, so here we get an answer as R. All right, so this is all similarly, you also have a data type as float. I hope you all know what is a double. Acha, chalo, theek hai. With that being said, let me just ask you another question. Okay, let's suppose I have character here as here, right? And let me just declare int C as 10.456. All right, and now I'll try to print out C, right? So now tell me what will be the answer here. Now tell me what will be the answer. I missed my assignment. Oh, so Uma Bharti did not have any assignment in that case, right? So you are lucky that we did not have any assignment today. But today we did not have any assignment yesterday. But today we'll be having an assignment, right? So please make sure that you are doing it. So okay, so Zaz Ali says 10. What about others? Come on, guys. 10. Okay, Ajay says 10.5. All right. That's quite impressive. RN says 10.456. Aditi says 10.456. Anku Mishra says 10.5. All right, so okay, let's just cut the suspense and let's just see what are we getting here as an output. So we are neither getting 10.5, we are neither getting 10.456, we are just getting 10, right? So why is that, right? This is because your integer, right? Your integer data type will only store integer values. I have even told you while giving you the definition, right? It will not store decimal value. So if you are having an integer data type and you're having a decimal value, it will ignore all these decimal values and it will just give you the values that are on the left side of a decimal, right? It will just give you the values. Okay, Aaron, I got your answer. That's great, right? But don't not spam, please. Yeah. Okay. So we get a 10 here as an answer because I told you, right? Integer is only capable of storing integers. It cannot store any decimal values, right? So it will just convert it into an integer. How will it do that? It will do that by just removing all the uh, digits on the right of the decimal side and just will give you that digit number that is on the left side. Okay. So is there any data type that will help you to print what do you say an decimal values, right? Is there any data type that will help you to print any decimal values or any values for that matter? Is there? Yes, there is, right? So that data type is called as a double, right? Now if you do, right, if you do double, let's suppose double mm, d, right, equals to 10.456, and if I try to print out d in this case, now this will give me the accurate result, right? This will give me the accurate results as per my uh, knowledge. Okay, so again, this here in this case you get the answer as 10.456. And why is that? Because again, I told you, right, double is a data type that will help you store decimal values, right? Integer is not capable of storing decimal values, character is not capable of storing decimal values. Only and only integer, only and only double will help you to store decimal values. Acha. One interesting question there is, right, what will the answer for this one? Let's see who gets this one, right? uh, int f equals to 10.456, right? And if I try to print f, yeah, now what will be the answer? It's a tricky question, but I am hoping that most of you will be able to do this one if you have been watching my uh, uh, lectures properly, right? Let's see who gets this one correct. Chalo, anyone? I'll also zoom it in a bit for you guys. Okay, Zedari says 10, RN Mehra says 10. Okay, Anku Mishra says 10, Aditi says 10.4. Okay, okay, let's just see, right? Let's just see what the value are we getting and why. Right, so we are getting a warning, and this warning says that character constant too long for a data type, right? Why did we get that, right? I remember I told you that integer will only store an integer values, right? But so okay, most important thing, right? Most important thing, anything, right? Anything in curly bracket, anything in inverted commas, anything in inverted commas in any language is treated as a character, is treated as a string, right? So it will read this number as a string. And I told you, right, if you assign any values to an integer that is not an integer, it will try to convert into a corresponding ASCII value, right? So it will just see the value of 10.456, whatever the values in the ASCII table, and it will not find any value because there are no values that is there in the ASCII table. So it will just give you any random value, and this value is often called as a garbage value, right? So it is in this case. Now, okay, acha. Now just tell me in this case what will be the answer here? Yes, anyone, what will be the answer here in this case? Anyone would like to, Z says 10.456. What about others? Come on, guys, you can do this. Anyone else would like to answer to that? Okay, I have an answer from Nashra as well, from Ajay as well. Okay, okay. So okay, let's just see, right? Let's just shut the suspense and let's just see, right? Again, we again get. Just give me a second. Yes, right. So we are neither getting 10.45, we are neither getting anything. We are just getting a value of 6 here, right? And why is that, right? Why? So, right, any language for that. So it's again a really core concept of C++, right? For any other language, right? So what is happening here, right? You are just trying to convert this character, right? I told you that any string in this format. So let's suppose I do this. Let's suppose I do this, and if I try to print the values, right? So I will get an overflow error, right? And let's suppose I only try to print this, like I print this, I will in this case will get R. Is my video lagging? No. Is my video lagging? I should not, right? Because I have a stable internet connection. Did I do let me know if it lags again? All right. So what was I telling? That okay. So let's suppose I have a I had a value of 10.456, right? So C++ have has this concept. It's a very core concept, right? It's better that you clear it out in the initial. Let's suppose, right, your integer, right? Integer, your character, your double, your float, they have a specific size attached to it. So I just I just invent a new variable in C++, and let's suppose that is int. Let's suppose I invented int variable. So whenever we declare any variable, right, whenever we introduce any variable to it, has a certain numbers in integer variable, in integer variable only till certain size. And if you try to exceed that size, just result in overflow error. And why will that? Because how do I move my screen? Just give me a second. Let me figure it out. Uh, 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 yeah, I'm so sorry that I'm not able to figure it out. Maybe the mods can help me out if they are here. Otherwise, I can do one thing. I can just move it to the side of the page if possible. Uh, just give me a second. Guys, please adjust it for now. Like okay, I will try to do one thing. I'll just try to do it here, right? Now it should be partly visible to you. All right. Yes, yes. Okay. So I think it should be visible now, right? If not, do let me know again. I'll just try to increase, just do some changes. All right. So yeah, where was I was just saying that it has a specific size attached to it, right? If you will try to exceed that limit, it will just result in an overflow error. So this is how what we are getting here, right? We are just getting overflow in implicit count conversion, right? So we are just trying to convert a character to an integer, but that integer, right, is exceeding it's exceeding the given size. So that is why it's resulting in an overflow error, and it is giving any random values for now, right? So this is how what the concept is about, right? So I hope everyone is now clear why are we getting this answer, because it is overflowing, and that is the only reason why we're getting any random values? Due to overflow, right? And why is it overflowing? Because your data type has a specific size attached to it. If you try to exceed that size, if you try to exceed the limit of that size, obviously, right, let's suppose you have a 2 liter water bottle, right? You cannot store three liters of water in that, right? So 1 liter will overflow, right? This is exactly the case here. I think you can relate it now. If you try to store values that are exceeding the size of the integer variable or a character variable, it will just result in an overflow error, and it will give any random values. All right. Okay. Now I think it's yeah. Now I think now it's on the side. It will just help you in the better view, right? So I hope this one is clear to you, right? Why we use why it's there an overflow error, right? Acha. Coming to the next data type, we now have bool, right? Again, bool is again used for storing boolean values. And what are boolean values? Either true or either false, right? Let's suppose I do bool bool. Let me just bool x equals to true. All right. And if I try to console.log x, sorry, console.log, I'm in JavaScript now. If I try to just see out the value of x, right, I'll get, let me just remove f here. Just comment out this part as well. All right. Hello. Let's just run out this part, right? We get an answer here as 1, right? Remember, a very important thing to note here is true is always represented by 1, and false is always represented by 0, right? If you do not believe me, let's just do false here, and let's just see what are we getting as an output here. The bool x equals to false, and now I'm trying to print the value of x, right? We get 0 as an answer here, right? We get 0 as an answer here. So important thing to remember is bool, it's used for storing boolean values. Boolean values are either true or either false, right? It will give you 1 if it is true, it will give you 0 if it's false, right? Even you can do this as well. If I try to now tell me what will the answer here. I did bool x equals to 1, and I'm just trying to print the value of x here. What will be the value here and why? What will be the answer here and why? Anyone? True, right? No, it will not overflow, it will be true, right? Because not true exact, not, yeah, true is for 1, right? So I'll have 1 as an answer here, because again, it's true, and what is the value of true? It's 1, right? Yeah, Uma Bharti said it correctly. It'll be 1, right? And if I do false here, it will just become false. It'll just become 0. All right. Yes, exactly. All right. Is that thing clear now? Great. Okay. Now, okay. With that thing, let's just move to some operations, right? We have some operations in C++. Okay. Let me just remove this part. And first of all, let's see what, I think we all know what arithmetic operations are. Arithmetic operations help you to compute arithmeticity, right? What do you mean by arithmeticity? To uh, to execute, to evaluate, to calculate some number. So let's suppose I have a variable of int a as 10, right? I have a number as int b as 20, right? So the first one here is plus operator, right? The plus operator, again, it's very simple. It will just add two values. If I do int c equals to a plus b, right? It's very basic. It will just print out the value of c, right? Just that is the only reason I'm heading on to this topic, because it's very basic. It will just add two numbers. This is called as a plus operator. And if I try to print out the value, it will give me 30 as an answer here, right? It will give me 30 as an answer. Now the next one we have here is -1, minus. So if I just try to subtract a from the 10 from 20, it will just result in -10, and that will be the answer here. So if I just try to print it out, I'll get -10 here as an answer, right? Similarly, we have division, right? I hope this one is also clear. 10 divided by 20. I hope you should know what it is, right? It is 0, right? Acha, can anyone let me know why are we getting here as an answer? Because 10 divided by 20, right? If a math is up to mark, 10 divided by 20 is 10. Let me just take a pencil, right? We have 10, we have 20, right? If I cut the zeros, I am remaining with 0.5, but we are only getting answer as 0. Why is that? Anyone? Why are we getting only 0 as an answer here and not 0.5? And what can we do so that our answer comes in 0.5? Anyone? Yes, exactly, set by Z, because we are using int here. And I told you int will only store the integer part. So it will only, instead of 0.5, it will give me the value here as 0, as it as simple as that. All right, chalo, theek hai. And acha, my next question is, what can we do to make it yes, to make it 0.5? Again, said by, very good, said by Anku. He I think she says do it double, right? So if I do double, double c equals to a plus b, in this case I should get answer as 0.5. Let's see what are we getting here as an answer. Oh, we are still getting 0. That is because this also should be in double, and this also should be in double, right? So now we get here as an answer of 0.5. All right, is that thing clear? Now the next one we have is multiply, right? And the next thing we have here, again, multiply is again very simple, right? It will just multiply the values and will give you 200 as an answer here. Now this one is very interesting, right? This one is very interesting, and please open up your ears. This what do you say, this operator, right, is also be used in your assignment. So today's assignment that you have, we have to use this operator to finish that, to do that assignment, right? And that operator is modulo, right? Acha, what does modulo do? Anyone? If you are like, if you have done C++ or any basic programming language, what will it do? Okay, let me just do it int itself. Int, int, and int, right? Chalo. Exactly, it will give you the Vedant, I'll tell you, do not worry about that, right? Just give me some time. I'll tell you, we'll discuss it at the later part of the lecture. All right, yes, exactly. So please make sure to, listen this part very carefully, because this concept is used in your assignment today as well. So in order to solve the assignment, you have to, just use this model operator for that. I mean, it's just a hint. You can just try the question out on your own, right? So this one will give you the model. So let's suppose I have 10 modulo 20, right? Yes, I have 10 modulo 20. What is that, right? What does that mean? So it simply means that if I try to divide 20 by 10, right? 10 twos are 20, right? And we get the remainder here as 0. Am I right? And this 0, right, this 0 will be the answer of this one, that is modulo. So in short, it will just give the value of the remainder, right? You'll divide, and when, and whatever the remainder that you get will be that answer to that variable. So if I just try to do a modulo b, I will get an answer here as 10. Oh, sorry, I did the opposite way around. 10 will be inside and 20 will be outside, right? Because it is not divisible, so I have to write 0 here, I have to write 10 here, and what is the remainder here? It's 10, right? But if I try to do it opposite way around, if I try to do b modulo a, then it will result in 0, right? The reason I told you, because then the remainder will be 0 here, right? As you can see, we have 0 as a remainder here. All right. So with that said, chalo, okay, this was all about arithmetic operators, right? We just commented this part. Now we have something called as equalities, and right. So let's suppose I have int a as 10, I have int b as 20, right? And now if I try to compare these values, right, what is there to compare, right? How will I compare this value? Now remember, do not get confused between equality operator and assignment operator, right? What is an assignment operator? I'll just tell you, right? Okay, so I do int c equals to, let's suppose a equal to, or let's suppose, yeah, int c equals to a equal to b, int c equals to a equal to b, and just I'll try to print out the value of c. Now very important concept, right? So let me just take a snapshot of it, and let me just come here. Yep, here it is, right? So what is an assignment operator, right? So the assignment operator is used for assigning any values, right? Now here, where are we assigning values? We are assigning a value here, right? We are assigning a value of 10 to a, right? That is an assignment operator. That is an assignment operator. Now what is an equality operator? Equality operator is represented by double equal to, right? Now this will check whether those two numbers are equal or not, right? If and only if those two numbers are equal, it will give a value as true, that is 1. If not, it will give a value as false, that is 0. So in this case, is 10 equal to 20? Is it? No, it's not, right? So the answer that I'll get here is false. And how is false represented in C++? It's represented by 0. So again, I'll just come here, I'll just run this, and I will get 0 as an answer here. Okay. Now if I try to change a to 20 as well, in this case I'll get the answer as 1, because yeah, right, 20 is equal to 20. That is an concept here, right? So what will it do? It will yes, Sanash, I'll just do that, do not worry, right? Let's just focus here. I'll just discuss it at the end part of the lecture. All right. So what will it do? It will. So what is the difference between an equality and an assignment operator? Assignment operator is represented by a single equal to sign that will assign values to your variables, whereas an equality operator will just check whether those two numbers are equal or not. And with this, it will give you a Boolean value. If those numbers are equal, it will give a 2 value, that is a 1 in that case. If it is not, it'll just simply give 0, that is false. Acha, now you guys tell me what will be the answer to this one. Just tell me what will be the answer for this one, if you guys are aware of, and let me know why as well. All right, this is a very important tricky question. Let's see who gets this one correctly. Will it be true? Will it be false? What will it be in that case? Will it be 10, 20, anything, right? Please let me know. Z says true. Okay, that is 1. What about others? 1 true. Okay, others? Okay, now Z says sorry and he says 0. Okay, okay. Anyone else would like to answer that? Okay, Aryan says 10. Valorous says error. Okay, okay. So okay, Uma also says 1. Okay, let's see what the answer is, right? It is 0, right? The reason I told you, right? The reason I told you, because this is a character, right? And obviously a character and an integer can never be same, right? Can you have a character and an integer of the same value? You cannot, right? You cannot. So again, it will just compare an integer and what do you say, a character. It'll just see that okay, it's not, and similarly it'll just give 0 as an answer here. It also gives a warning, right? You're assigning multi-character here, because I'm assigning 20 here. I should not technically, but I am. But that does not matter. It will still give you 0, because again, these two values will not be equal to that. All right, is that clear? That is a acha. You also have an opposite to this one, right? You also have an opposite to this one, right? So what if I do this, right? This means exactly the same but opposite. It will just see, okay, is acha. I told you that it will be an opposite sign. So you guys tell me what will be the answer here and why. Because okay, so giving you a hint, it just behaves the opposite, because this is a not sign, right? It will just check if a is not equal to b. If the condition is satisfied, it will give me true, that is 1. If it is not, again, it will just give me 0. Yeah, Z says 1. Okay, why is Z only answering first, right? I do not see anyone taking up the a is not equal to b. Yes, exactly, right? What about apart from Z, right? What about others? Are you not so quick like Z? Your acha sounds like PK Samir Khan movie. Should I take it as a compliment or a taunt? I'm not sure, but yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so everyone is saying true, right? So let me just check here. What is the value that I get here? We get 1 as an answer here. Okay, so why do we get 1 as an answer here? Because, right, it is not equal to a is not equal to b. His internet is fast. his internet is fast and his brain is also fast, like you cannot just blame his internet for, you cannot just blame your internet for that, right? I think we are all watching at the same speed, it's live, right? So you cannot have a special internet requested by Ambani or Geo Fiber, right? That is super fast than this. So do not blame his internet, blame not blame anyone, just practice, and it's all the matter of practice, right? I think Zed is practicing enough, he has kind of, you know, an aptitude towards programming, that is why he's also able to answer. But I can see multiple answers, right? That is great. I think you all are getting you all are getting used to programming, so that is how we develop the mindset, and that is how we practice programming, right? There's also laughing with a smiling emoji. I can understand, right? So yeah, let's use that as well, right? Let's come to the next operator, right? Next operator we have here is as is the next operator that we have here is a greater than sign, right? It'll just check. Let's suppose I have C and I do it like this, right? I do C. Okay, this one. So I do let it be 10 here, right? I do as A is greater than B, right? Again, it will also check. It just also be equal to something. What does it signify? It will just check that if A is greater than or equal to B. It is 10 greater than 20. If it is, then obviously a true value. If it is not, a false value, right? It's very simple and very basic. So I'll just quickly run here and I'll show you the output. The output we will get here is as here is 0, because again 10 is not greater than 20, right? If I do less than sign, it will just give me 1 here, because again 10 is less than 20, because 10 is less than 20. All right. Similarly, you also what will be the value in this case? It will be 0, because 10 is not 20 is not less than 20, neither 20 is greater than 20, right? To compensate this, you have another thing. In addition to this, you have an equal to sign. So this is represented as A is less than and equal to 10. It is your A less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is, because it is not less, but it is equal to, right? In this case, it'll just give you 1 as an answer here, right? So we get 1 here and as 1 here as an answer. No, not 0, Bharti, 1, right? Similarly, we also have since we have a small than, less than, equal to, we also have greater than equal to. This will just give what you say 1, because again 20 is equal to 20, right? This condition is not satisfying, but this is satisfying. So again it will just result in greater than equal to sign, and it will just print true here, as simple as that. All right, is it clear? Yes. Okay. So with that being said, let me just cover up how to most of you are asking how to submit the assignment and what is the assignment about. Let me just walk you through over it, how to submit the, how to mark the attendance, plus how to submit the assignment on GitHub, on Google Doc, or anything like that. So let's just quickly log on to this website. The link is also given in the description box. All right, let's just sign in. All right, so I have successfully signed in. I'll just I think most of you must have enrolled for this program. If you have not, just click on enroll now. This will help you to enroll in the program. All right, after that, just come to my programs, right? You'll see an option here of C++ programming. This is what it is about, right? We are doing C++ programming. I hope you all know that. All right, and with this, we today have day 2, right? We today have day 2. Yeah, this one also. So this is how you mark your attendance. You have an option here. This says mark attendance. Click on mark the attendance here. How likely are you to recommend to this session to your friend? Right? I'm just giving it 10, because I'm the one who's teaching it. Which premium program are you most interested in? So we currently have 2 premium programs. One is the Java DSA, one is full stack development. I'll just come to that later on, right? For now, I'm just doing full stack, and anything that can be improved further. For now, I'm doing nothing. All right, so this is how I submit the attendance, right? And if I'll refresh the page, I'll just get here as 46.15%, right? Remember, you will be only eligible for certificates once this bar that you see here, it crosses more than 50%. If it will be less than 50%, you'll not be eligible for any kind of certificates. And so sorry to say that you'll not be able to add any certificates on your resume, on your LinkedIn, on your CV, right? So please make sure that you're marking the attendance, you're submitting the assignments on time, so that you can be eligible for certificates. All right, So acha, where is the assignment? So here you see a small option that says view and submit the assignment. All right, just click on this assignment. Just below the attendance option, there's an option to submit the assignment or view the assignment, right? If you just click on view assignment, you'll have a question here, right? Write a C++ program that takes an input and checks whether the number is odd or even. ठीक है? Will you teach in Let's Upgrade C++ and DSA program? Your teaching is really thanks for the compliment, Shankar Das, but for now I'm just taking boot camps, right? So but maybe in future I'll be also taking some boot camps, some DSA programs. But for now, we also have other, the other trainers who are experienced enough, yeah, who can just cater to your needs. So do not worry about the trainers. All the trainers that you get in Let's Upgrade, whether it's for the boot camps or it's for the paid programs, they are all very very talented, and they're all very very techy, right? So I'm मैं अपनी तारीफ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I'm not even referring to my skills, but in general we all have very certified trainers, so do not worry about the quality of content, right? Be rest assured about all the things, and you'll be uh, more than happy if you enroll it, right? चलो ठीक है. So acha, it says that you have to submit the GitHub link. I am pretty much sure that most of you here are not you must be not be knowing how to submit the GitHub or make. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I'm sure here that most of you not be knowing how to upload how to push code on GitHub. So you can do one thing. You can just paste the code on Google Doc file and just attach the Google Doc file link here, right? And in details you can just type in anything. Let's suppose I have completed this program and it's submitted, and it and also attached the Google Drive link, right? Anything, you can just add anything that you want to. If you want to give any details for that matter, it could be anything, right? That is not an issue here. So with that, you can just upload a GitHub link. We can just or a Google Doc link. Just add some details and click on submit, right? Once you click on submit, it will automatically be submitted and you will be free of tension, right? You can just wait for day 3. You'll have an assignment of you'll have an assignment on day 3 as well, and just submit that. The deadline is till tomorrow 7:30, right? Till tomorrow 7:30 you can submit the assignment for both the days, day 2 and day 3. All right, chalo. Talking about the premium the paid courses, so we have 2 courses. The first one here is the Java DSA course, right? The second one here is full stack development course, right? Obviously, right, you must be aware that covering all the things in 3 hours is not technically feasible, right? So if you're really interested, if you really think that you want to pursue a career in tech, in tech, right? So you can just try out this course. It has all the details. It will be a 3 months of extensive DSA training, 120 plus hours of live learning by expert developers, 3 mock interviews, 100 plus problems to solve, and an assurity to get placement within 180 days. That is the best part of it, right? Again, the fees is around 5,900, right? If you have any other queries, you can just ask the team. They'll surely get back to you, right? May I know which laptop you're using? So I'm using an Omen series that is of HP. Right? It has a 1650 Ti graphic card, 8 gigabits of SSD plus 512 SSD. Right? Okay. So we also have a full stack development training. Right? What's a full stack? Again, you must be knowing that. So all this website that you see, this website is what is called a website development, right? So if you want to enroll to the full stack development as well, you can just go through it, right? Just get some queries, ask some queries to the team. They'll surely get back to you, and you can just do that again. So हम लोग को किस में assignment लिखना है? So you can write assignment either on a Google Doc file, or either on a, if you are aware of GitHub, you can just push the code on GitHub and upload the GitHub link onto the option that is provided. All right. I hope I was able to clear it out, Anku. ठीक है. Also we have a B.Tech program. So currently for those who are looking to pursue B.Tech, Let's just go to LetsUpgrade, right? Also subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, right? So this is day 2 that's currently going on. So you have a link here, right? It says join India's B.Tech program, this one, right? Just click on that. If you are someone who is looking for pursuing B.Tech, who is still in the 12th grade, or who is a dropper, is likely to uh, pursue some B.Tech, uh, so just can just go through this course, go through this program, right? What is the best part for this? The best part is that you'll get minimum placement authority of that too, of minimum of 8 lakhs per annum, right? And you'll also get paid internships in your final year. All right, you can just see the website, just explore the website. If you have any doubts, you can just again get back to the team, they'll clear your doubts. uh, right, so just go through this one. And if you think that you have some cousins or friends who are likely to uh, appear for the B.Tech program, you can also just refer them. And if your cousins or friends or anyone, right, just joins the course by via your referral link, you will be eligible for a MacBook Air 1 or rupees 80,000, right? Sir, paper mein likhna, no Anku, you do not have to write it on paper. You do not have to write it on paper. You just have to type it on a Google Doc file and just upload that link here. That's it. No paper, nothing, right? Coding is all about typing, right? Do not just forget about papers and forget about pen pen papers, everything, right? Just need a laptop, just need a good internet connection, that's it. No one can stop you to code, right? That's the best part of software developer. You just need a laptop, just need a good internet connection, that's it. You do not need any field work, you do not need any uh, physical classes, physical training. All things are available online, and that's it, right? So is graphic card needed for us to program Walrus? No, it is not, right? I had some different needs, that is why I got a graphic card one. But honestly speaking, you do not need a graphic card if you want to program, if you want to write code, right? Just make sure that you have a good storage, you have a SSD storage, not HDD, and just make sure that you have a good processor, that's it. No graphic card, nothing, right? Do not waste money on that. No Walrus, no, not dedicated, and integrated one would be fine, right? You do not need any dedicated GPU for that. So with that being said, that is all for today. I hope you really liked the session. I hope you got to know something, you got to learn something, right? Please make sure to practice, please make sure to code. The concepts that we did today, right, were very important as far as the interviews are concerned, right? Please practice, please make sure to code, and please make sure to trying up, make sure and think of solutions that could be asked, that could be that could be asked in interviews, and that could be asked in things like in any technical conference, right? So just have a habit of programming, at least write some a code, or write some code every day for half an hour or for 1 hour. Practice writing coding, and that's it, right? You'll be great programmers, trust me, trust the process, you will be doing great, right? With that being said, let's just find up, let's just find up, we'll meet tomorrow the same time. I hope to see you soon. All right, so good night everyone, good night.
Hey, hi everyone. So my name is Sai Kiran and I'm the founder and CEO of LetsUpgrade, and I'm having some amazing news for every one of you. LetsUpgrade, in collaboration with ITM Skills University, is launching the first B.Tech CSE program that we love to share with you all, guys. 6 features. Number 1, 100% job guarantee to all the students joining this particular program with minimum 8 LPA. Number 2, 1 year paid internship in product/MNC companies. Number 3, taught by real developers working in the industry in top companies. Number 4, amazing campus, a campus which is like we work in Mumbai, that we are building for you all, guys. Number 5, build lots of projects which are like real world applications, highly scalable applications, from Hotstar to Zoom to your own Zomato. Number 6, you are gonna love the community collaborations that we guys have done. We are collaborating with 13 plus tech communities to give you the same environment what IITs and NITs have. Meet lots of industry people, participate in hackathons and meetups to understand what is running in the industry. These are the 6 features which we have. You can check out the program on our website, that is isu.ac.in. check out B.Tech there. You will find it. That's it, guys. Bye bye.